Starfield serimizin yeni bölümünden hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. En son burada bırakmıştık. Bunun sebebi de burada görmüş olduğunuz, şimdi göstereceğim o pilotluk. Burada 30 tane gemi yok etmemizi istiyor. Bu yüzden de bu simülasyona gireceğiz. Bunu internette görmüştüm çünkü pilotluk yeteneğimi geliştirebilmek için. Bir yeterince vurursam parçalanır diye biliyorum ama. Üçüncüyü de alacağım. Oldu 5 oldu.
Targets active.
Yok etmedi. 6 oldu.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5. New targets active.
8 olduk. Silahların hiçbiri yok mu? Abi böyle saçma bir şey mi olmuş? Vallahi kötü pozisyondayız şu an. Ya dur.
Simulation. Well done. You can now either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results, or restart the exam from the cockpit's system terminal.
Yeniden başlatalım.
Simulation reset. Prepare for your first opponent.
New targets active.
We are now
Yine kilitlen ama. Bitirdim. Diğerlerine vurmam gerek.
you must be able to do better than that.
Bomba tehlikeli. Şaka
You
gibi
can now
ya.
either exit through the simulator hatch to log your results,
Ben
or
bu uzayda
restart the
kendimi
exam from the
avlayacak bir
cockpit's
şeyler.
system terminal.
Shut down.
Şu evime falan vereceklerdi, üst seviye vatandaşlık falan olayları vardı. Kaç oldu? 9. Burada büyük bir atlayış diyorum. Geç. Zaten yukarı çıkmam gerekiyor. Aynen lobiye. Komutan.
I have things for you.
By the way, Captain.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen. It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colony. Only ever met a couple, and certainly never given one. You should be real proud. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services, and the credits should be in your... But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Affilion Realty office. They should be able to... Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the... Higher-ups wanted to make sure. But, with all that squared, there are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to... Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep any of those missions called... Suppose that's true. Transferring that to you... Done.
Baktım işte.
I'd suggest you be prepared. Those vessels are about to learn what it means to get on the UC's bad side. Or did you not come for a pep talk? No need to say any more. I know it. He's convinced he deserves a promotion, which to him means a transfer, a command post. Do you know him well? What do you think? Fair enough. Clearly patience isn't his strong suit. I thought the constant stream of messages was... All right, I received some good advice. I'd like you to deliver this message to... He's gonna be the first and only recipient. Please. Sure thing. You ready to head up? Let's get to the deep. Good hunting. What can I do for you? Okay. These coordinates should get you to...
Tamam, şimdilik şu şeye gidelim. Emlak ofisine yerleşim bölgesine yönlendirecek gibi. Uzaylı mı?
No. Probably not.
Apelison demiş değil mi? Aynen. Bakalım nasıl bir ev verecek bize.
always ready to make a deal. Well, well, if it isn't the In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for... It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. What do you say? It'll just take us... Great! You're in for a... Okay, you're all set. Your new home's You'll love the place. Now that you're an owner, I'm... Never a better time than right now to settle. Well, first of all, let's see what we have. Right now, I've got a little place in the well that's up for grabs. Needs some work, and the location is... Sound like something you... Great! And the apartment is... You've actually already... I really do. Stop by anytime.
You know I went to chef school?
I used to be an actuary.
Güzelmiş. Kapı sandım burayı ya nedense. Depo gibi, tamam, anladık. Şey oranın, burası banyo. Eşya odası yaparsın. Buradan uzay limanı gözüküyor. Bak, aa, Star Eagle orada işte. Buradan görebiliyorum. Harbiden manzarası iyiymiş. Burası yine bir banyoda. Oda. Dolap. Burası salon zaten. Şurada ne varmış? Bölüm. Burayı açtığımızda. Vay be. Güzel.
Whatever you need, you got it. I thought you'd never... Stay safe, darling.
Güzel ev. Güzel. Yüksek katta. Buraya kadar gideceğim. Oo, çok hızlısın. Bir de şu çukurdaki eve gidelim. Ya ama evde şey olsaydı keşke ya. Bu mesela nasıl diyeyim, Skyrim'de, Fallout'ta bir otomatik dekor ediyorlar ya. Çünkü herkes ev dekor etmeyi sevmeyebilir yani. Zaten evi kullanmıyoruz ki. Güzelmiş. Bir balkonu da var. Şu falan da var. Bence güzel. Yeter. Biraz. İşte. Fazla mı hafif aldım? Çarpma çarpma çarpma. Aslında görevleri yapabilirim. Üçer üçer yaparım. Güçleri bitireyim artık yani.
Jump complete.
Be advised.
Again,
You
just
are
for fun.
entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Ben olmuş vay be.
Landing site is clear. Let's head down.
Something I'd like to discuss.
Captain Snow, it is pleasant to see you.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted... Taking those steps to eradicate the terramorph threat is essential to the... Yes, exactly. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. Then you were mistaken. I'm sorry. The Asili's solution will take far too long. Well, I'm disappointed. Unfortunately, anything that accelerates... You haven't let me down. I'll tell you what. I'm...
Çünkü barışırlar. Ne kadar tarama uzun sürüyor ya. Sıkılalım ya. Buradan başlayacağız şimdi ya. Neyse gidelim. Düzgün silah yok. Kalmadı mı ya içeride? Acaba bacağımda kırık olduğu için mi? Sırasında hızlı seyahat yapamazsın diyor. Ne yapmam gerekiyor bu savaştan kurtulmak için? Ben gemiye gideyim de.
Okay. Should I be of service, Captain?
Gelin bakalım.
Stay away from the sixth level.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? Okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it. Pipe down! What the hell's... Look, I don't know what that big mouth Searsha told. Now, do you want my help move? You're a clever... Let's just say... Right down to business!
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have...
Lady, if you want me to move that now listen up. Probably spent it all on booze. What do I need to do here? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him. Don't worry, you can't miss.
Troubles you need to share?
Evet. Gidelim.
You did not find my cargo ship yet, I take it?
Vallahi bulamadım ya.
No rush, but take a look.
Alüminyum bir sürü olması gerekiyor ama. Milimetre midir nedir o benim silahın şey neydi ya? Tam var zaten. Bu ne şimdi? 45 kalibre. Bir bundan alalım. 50 mil alalım. Zaten var. 40 milimetre, 7 milimetre.
Hey, get you on the flip side.
Bulamadım ama bunu buldum. Bunu buldum.
Something I can... Adler Camp. Of course, I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have a tab at Parsec Deep. So why don't you just leave me here? What? Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mine. Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. What the? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare.
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
Yeah, it's a lousy comp. Hey, just because things are tough, and I might be spending my Adler doesn't get to judge me. Holy crap. Really? Thank you.
I could use a break.
Have something for? There, would you look? He going to be a problem anymore? Nice. You're kind. You know, if you like them, you think you can handle. If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't. All right. I'll call. Head out to Europa. Oh, and I've taken. Yeah? What do you want now? You want to know about name? You ever heard of the and the bigger one? Neva Mora. And whatever. Other than that. Let me give you a bit of it. Because the walls around here have. Then. He has to hunt. Does that answer? What, to see your best? His debt's been satisfied. Unless he does something stupid. What the hell do you think I'm going to do? You think, Carl, honestly? Words of advice? Don't get up.
Shot. To Adler? Sure. Still, I'm feeling generous. So I'm... You're funny. So, before I put you... I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope you're signing up with V. There's a medical supply ship called... On board that ship, you'll find a trader named Austin. This job isn't about to keep whatever worthless junk is... There's a lesson in this. Consider it your glimpse in... It's done when... Head back here when you...
So that's the notorious Neva Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He changes his... But you know what? Rick used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one... Back then he had a different name and a different identity. It was a damn... Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran.
Keep in mind, we're not threatening to board you. We're asking. The distinction is rather important.
Well, normally I would say no, but... Alright, you can...
If you are free soon...
Got a moment? Let's catch up. Ship is down docked. Perfect.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your... If you wanted our cargo, we could... I guess I should just stop talking and let... That is true. Which means... Now, do you mind telling us what... I will not murder a man in cold blood. You really do not know which one of us is rigged. And you do not seem to care either, which makes... Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name, then, when we dock, we will leave him on the... Is that all right with you?
Do I have a choice?
It does not Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had... This should be proof. We will make sure Rake's name. And I hope you do not take this...
Be careful. So you're the fleet's new dog, huh?
Excuse me.
It is a relief to know that the Terramorphs... But are you sure this Aseles creature? I can understand that line of thinking, but even when this decision means the Terramorphs will remain a threat for years to come, if not longer. And... I suppose we shall. Not that it mattered. And I must say, I find it curious that you would agree keeping the last... I do not think some potential future use. At least the freestar... Well, it is good to know that this particular...
Before you hit something, you
Clean separate. Ration cabinet. Perfect.
Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice?
Target's grab drive is down. So. We have a functional grab drive again.
Thanks for the help with the cliptic. I had it under control. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good... You know what? I have no idea. I suppose I could have pissed off some... mercenaries? Guns for hire that you... I'll tell you. We do a hell of a lot... Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado... I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Hope this business with rakes taught you something. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole... You better stow that crap before you make... Now that you know the deal, I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Head out there as soon as you can.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Time to cycle the airlock. Move.
Vigilance is an amazing ship. Oh, it's too bad Constellation can't afford something this impressive.
Disregard. I attempted an informal
I hope I'll be
greeting,
able to see him
but
next
I
time
am
around shortly.
dissatisfied with the results.
Okay, hello.
We got the message from the Ragana about Austin Rick.
Suffice to say, that's something we're looking into. But it doesn't... For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you... That's a smart line to follow. Part of the... Just remember not to...
I'll do my part to make certain.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know there was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might... Coming to her rescue. They are mercenaries for hire. It wasn't terribly difficult to... Let them remember. I'd suggest you spend less time worrying about us and more time being... On that note, how did things... Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is... Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp,
Our files indicate she's second in command. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of... She's a force to be reckoned with. Yes, but before we get too confident that either me... Just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
and their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of...
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? The Vigilance is equipped with one of the most advanced intelligence. You can rest assured, if the Crimson Fleet had any act, as long as you're here, you're identified. Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but...
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, we will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to...
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing...
Immediately, Lieutenant. No. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding... Keep up the good work. We'll expect further...
Things... We don't have a full map of the fleet's roster. The system was originally called Alpha. Since it was... They could have just as... Over the years? Sure, we have a database of profiles. However, I imagine when you're done... That's right. It's something we've requested. Once we finalize it... 2 reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. Second, good luck on the key.
Fun? Now what?
Released. Let's go. Grab jump spinning down. Just look at the skies.
Hail acknowledged. Duck where you like.
And we're docking. And
Get out of my face. You said
that the take was 10K, but it was 30.
Captain Snow.
Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new book.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jumper? Please. It'd be one less slot. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the... Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet. And if they don't respect you, put a gun. But, all that aside, you made it. Pencils ready? This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the key. Used to be an old, might look a little beat up on the outside. Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Don't worry. Delgado... Hell yeah, it is. Just watch your back when you do.
We'll be certain to keep a close watch on our belongings.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Nice work killing Rake. I never liked that guy.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it.
Fleet before everything.
On the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
I hope
On
you
the
came
right,
with credits.
you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how high. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got any money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rake? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my... In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure... Glad you approve. Obviously, but since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all... Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral? For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind. Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge... He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death... It's why he's the bomb. Of course, I'm not the first Reckoner to bear a bomb under my... Now, let me get you set. Thanks to advanced modifications even Nugent would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, is the interview the perfect segue. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you all the necessary permissions to act. Oh, you know, smuggling. If Neva's chosen. Now, I believe that. Take the elevator to the upper.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
Been hearing some stuff about the Mantis
And you're
being
welcome,
back.
Nev.
If I ever find that bastard, the things I'd do to them.
Kinetics, ask Jazz about any ship upgrades. Nothing worse than a pirate ship with no personality.
Need something?
Rook.
Don't even try to rip me off. We can talk about whatever you want. Don't miss me too much.
All right, make it quick. Just make it quick. Oh, bye, I guess.
Well, everyone. Hey, if you want to. I carry most occasionally. Just don't screw. Oh, we. A little advice. You bleed for anyone who says otherwise is I. Well, most people just gotten in. Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
You want to survive? Let's get you set up. Stay safe out there.
You have something for me? What'll it be, friend? Bob? The fleet's got an impress. They even manage business on the key is. Not everyone thinks so. There are a few. Regardless, as long as the... I hope you're not low. Remember, all trades are restriction free.
You looking to start something?
Sharks are too scared to take the key because it would be fun. Rabbit got the gun.
Hey, Cap. You hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low. Hard to believe what passes for...
Who ends up with all our friends?
My friend's got a point, Bog.
If you're doing
Every
any lifting
pirate in this
later,
joint comes to
I can
me.
spot you
Get
a
off
drink.
my ass and do a job. Maybe a heist. Hell, maybe both. But first, another drink.
Yeah?
Certainly. Let's talk about something else.
Drop some of that rubbish over
How did
there.
the Crimson Czar become the Crimson Fleet?
I was wondering. The name's Fergus. Welcome to the last. As long as you're on the last note. Since it's your one free
That's the spirit. And if you like it. Nova was. She used to be overgrown. Well, that's an interesting theory. But here's my...
If you got any spare creds or just need to unload
Be sure
some
you have the
junk,
proper
head to the
shielding for
depot.
any smuggling jobs. Be seeing you.
We'll have the
Ah,
whole set
there
of
is our other
systems
new
on the
recruit.
run someday.
So, now that we are all here, the two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they... Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you. Which means... you'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself... All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the... You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Of course we have rules. Our influence. That is why you need... Boss.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last...
I'm impressed. That is the first... Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get you... Pack your cold weather gear, rooks.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for enough. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You think by now you would have given up on that guy?
Crix's legacy is no story. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress...
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code...
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance. Crix led the riots that gave birth... What? Were you expecting a goddamn Make no mistake. You are being tested. And Neva? Of course. Where else? Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash. This will be the first time someone from the... It has been frustrating being this close to put... Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about... Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix. If we're gonna beat those odds...
Dale's leaving out the best part. Crix left alone.
When we get our hands on Crix's legacy... You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack... Listen to the words that I am saying. You will find that out.
Though the idea of the legacy has probably been blown a bit.
Exactly. Okay. To that end, the next... Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me.
I always thought leeches were just pests. Never considered trying to raise one as a pet. Imagine having your own terramorph.
Just saying.
Is this important? Because I'm pretty sure you've been given orders. Because that's exactly what you are. Beneath all. So get used. Mathis is a real piece of work. Adler shoveled him onto us about a week before you turned up. One of the greediest rooks I've seen come through the key in a long time. Do you know he had the... If you want my advice... What kind of stupid question is that? This is the Do you have any idea how many assholes? Just Follow?
Let's put it this way. I know Delgado needs something. Do you really think Cricks could hide that much wealth? Secret to lab? Look, I'm...
Good luck.
Delgado needed you on the planet. Why are you talking to me?
Always listen to Delgado, unless you want to get keel-hauled across the key.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core.
In the fleet, you either put up or shut up.
Hello, Captain.
Yes?
What's new? Space is so hostile to humanity. No matter what you could, we'll have to mark it in the constellation. So humble, too. Squeak! Balancing risk versus reward is... So, you must have seen... Everything has a chance to mutate. But I get it. Oh well, by sealing the lab. Maybe we can study it, fair. But it will take a long time to get any actionable results.
Ship's clear. It's us among the stars again, Captain. Landing now.
Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
Hello.